Okay, so today we're diving into something a lot of people wonder about, those mobile games that, promise you can earn actual cash just by playing.
Right. Screen time for rewards. It's a big hook.
Exactly. And our source for this deep dive is a pretty detailed YouTube review looking specifically at one game, Sugar Blast Land. It's one of those colorful match 3 puzzle
Yeah.
games.
Very popular genre. And the mission here really is to unpack what this review found. Is Sugar Blast Land a genuine way to maybe make a tiny bit of money?
Or is it just, well, a game that's mostly about showing you ads with payouts that are hard to actually get?
That's the core question. We need to look at the difference between something being technically legitimate, like yes, it can pay out, versus actually being profitable or worthwhile for the average player. Big difference.
Okay, let's start with how it draws people in. The reviewer pointed out it's pretty clever. It looks like any other match 3 game, super easy to start playing.
No real learning curve.
Right. And the key thing, initially at least, is that it offers these really small payouts quite quickly. Like you might win 50 cents, cash out 25 cents almost right away.
And that little initial payout, it does a lot psychologically. It makes the system feel real, feel trustworthy.
Builds that confidence early on.
Exactly.
hmm
Once you believe it can pay, even a tiny amount, you're much more likely to tolerate, well, what comes next, which is often a lot more friction.
Okay, so talk about that friction. The reviewer calls it a kind of gauntlet.
Okay.
Once you're hooked by that first small win, what makes it hard to get, real money out?
Well, the biggest thing the review highlights is how the withdrawal threshold changes. That's the amount you need to earn before you can cash out.
It goes up.
Oh, it goes way up.
Yeah.
And disproportionately. So you cash out maybe that first dollar or $5 pretty easily, but the next target might jump to, say, $50.
50. Wow.
Yeah, and the review points out that the rate at which you earn the in-game coins needed to reach that $50 slows right down. It's like algorithmic friction, designed to keep you playing longer.
Playing longer and probably seeing more ads.
Absolutely, that's the other major point. The ads are described as brutally intrusive.
Like, how bad?
Constant full-screen video ads you have to watch to progress, or even just to try and initiate a withdrawal sometimes. The review mentioned they really disrupt the game, cause lag.
And technical glitches too, right? I think the source mentioned that.
Yes, specifically things like stuck coins, where your balance might seem to freeze or disappear for a bit, or payouts getting delayed. It adds uncertainty, frustration.
Another hurdle to make you potentially give up before they have to pay out.
That seems to be the implication, yeah. It's another layer of friction.
Okay, so let's say someone actually powers through all of that. The rising thresholds, the nonstop ads, the glitches. They finally reach that high cash out amount. Is that it?
Not quite. The final hurdle, according to the source, processing fees.
So even if you earn it, you don't get all of it.
Exactly. After all that effort, a chunk of your potential earnings gets eaten up by fees when you try to withdraw. It just reduces the already small reward even further.
So putting this all together, the initial hook, the increasing difficulty, the ads, the fees, what was the reviewer's final verdict on Sugar Blast Land? Legit. Worth it.
The conclusion was nuanced. Technically, yes, the reviewer found it legitimate in the sense that it follows its own rules and presumably does pay some people eventually.
Yeah.
But, and this was stated very clearly, it is absolutely not a quick or even a slow practical way to actually make money. It just isn't designed for that from the user's perspective.
So the advice is?
Play it only if you genuinely enjoy the game itself, the match 3 puzzle part. Think of it as just a game, a time filler.
And if you happen to get a tiny reward eventually, like once in a blue moon, consider it a small bonus, not income.
Precisely. Manage those expectations way, way down.
Okay, so for you listening, if you're thinking about trying games like this, the source has some clear takeaways. Be ready to put in a lot of time.
A significant amount of time. And you really need to pay attention to the rules for withdrawal, which can be complex and might even change.
And just keep those expectations super realistic about what you'll actually get out, if anything.
Yeah, the key insight here is really understanding that gap. A platform can be legitimate. It paid someone somewhere $2, but that's miles away from being profitable or a good use of time for you.
The profit is really flowing the other way, from your attention to the platform and its advertisers.
That's the model.
So maybe the final thought for you to chew on is this. Based on what we've heard from the source, what's the real cost here? If you factor in your time, the attention you're forced to give those ads, the frustration with glitches, what are you actually paying for those few potential dollars?
What's the true value exchange? Something to think about.
Definitely. Thanks for diving deep with us on this one.